Think we're good. Let's check the YouTube. All right. Yes, I think we are good now. Once this loads. There we go. Perfect. I see I'm live on there. And we're good. Hello, good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Another week has come and gone. It's time for a hangout. I have a couple things that I need to do tonight. As for what I've done in the past week, I don't think much. It's been crazy busy at work, and I've been very, very tired going to bed like hours earlier than I normally do, like 9:30, 10. Pretty early for me. But I'm working on a couple other things lately. So if you see in the thumbnail, I'm working on laser cutting a template for a project I'm working on, and just a little storage bin where I keep things. And I was doing it out of paper first to see how that went before I go ahead and cut it out of 3mm plywood and actually engrave things on it. So I have a pretty good template now. I think it's going to work out. So it's just a little side project or something I'm doing, which would be pretty fun. I need to work on my palette here. This guy right here, as you can see, there's a bunch of yellow stuck in there. This is from that yellow spool that just went on me. And again, I think I just cooked it too much before I went on a business trip. And yeah, so it is all kinds of broken and stuck in here. So I'm going to clean this out kind of while we hang out here. If there's any questions on anything, I'm going to start with that. Then I need to get some filament loaded into the palette. Well, I need to get filament loaded into the dryer, let it dry overnight so that I can do some palette prints tomorrow. Because that new yellow that came in that I showed you guys last week, I am very keen to start using that filament. But I want to throw it in the dryer just overnight to make sure that it will work out well with the palette, because the one thing is when you start a long print with the palette, and if it doesn't work, you lose A, a lot of filament, and B, a lot of time. Daniel, how you doing? Splice core is empty. Excuse me, that's good to know. We got the top here cleaned out. Where'd you go? You go this way. Okay, now I gotta open up the bottom section. So it's just need to replace the filament just to get things to work again. But again, got everything dry. And then, oh, I need to print a couple things tonight. I need to look for a wand stand for like a wall-mounted Harry Potter wand. Bought my wife one when I was on a trip. And I'd like a way for her to display it underneath her Ravenclaw Lego wall art. So I need to find something. I tried doing some searching initially. I didn't really find anything that I liked. So I might end up trying to find something that is acceptable that I could then, wait, how that goes? That is how that goes, okay. Something that's acceptable so that I can go ahead and modify it to be for a wall. I'm doing good so far, Daniel, thank you. Had a birthday party for my second oldest today, so I'm a little dragging from that. That was an exhausting event with a bunch of 10 and unders. Okay. But I'm doing well. Just very busy lately with all the projects and things going on. Okay, where is the faceplate? There it is. All right. So the palette is cleaned out now. I can put this back up on the shelf. And I gotta find what I did with the cables. So we've got USB, like that. Power, like that. Got a nice little bracket on the wall there. So it's kind of mounted. You can't see it, but it's on the wall there. But that's at least done. I need to unload this protoplaster filament because I need to print with some PETG today. So I'll need to go ahead and get that out here in a minute. Thought I had some laying around here somewhere. Actually, I think it's right here, isn't it? No, that's ABS. And ABS. I do need this yellow out. Trash. Yeah, this is that Hatchbox yellow. Hatchbox has also been usually pretty good about not being very hygroscopic, so it doesn't always absorb a whole lot of film of moisture. Wow, here's a deskin pack that's in paper. I've never seen a paper deskin pack. That's interesting. All right, so we're gonna load the yellow in to the dryer. Got it on low. We're just gonna have it on low overnight. Then I've got black here. Okay, so we'll get the black loaded in. Okay, got the red up here. Oops. Okay, you want to be springy, don't you? Okay, get the red loaded in and a green from here. Get the green loaded in. Okay, so all of those are in the food dehydrator, aka my filament dryer. And we'll let that sit overnight and see how that goes. But that should be good. I do need to put my calipers. I need to turn this off. Okay, so that's loaded up. I need to find that PETG. This is just the last little bit of that bronze filament. I don't need that anymore. Oh, PETG, where did I put you? PLA. PETG, here we go. Kind of want to use up this PLA too for some of those coins. We all do that. But we're going to go ahead and get this PETG loaded up into the Mark III. Stuff that. So, some things we need to find tonight. Rebuilding the X-Ganter on your BLV. Well, there you go. That's a good way to spend a afternoon. Yes, that's correct color. Okay. So, put that away. I need to find... So I've mounted a security camera outside. And I need to mount the cable because it's one of those Waze cam outdoors. And my nearest plug was a little further than I was hoping. So I ended up using an active USB 3 cable to extend it. I need something like this. I need something like this here. So these are like for looking into wood, but I have to go into concrete. Now I have some of those like sticky squares, but I don't think those are going to hold up. I think those are going to come out. So, I mean, Amazon's got something like this. But I'm thinking this guy right here might be the way to go. I tried looking on Yegi for like a cable anchor. I mean, there's some, this might work with a screw hole. Oh, that's for the, so I need to find something here that I can put on the wall out there and actually like drill and mount it. That's the big thing. I need to be able to drill it and mount this. But this has a screw hole. I was gonna just design it, but if I don't need to, oh, there's no 3D one. If I don't need to design it, then that makes it even easier. See if we can get this here. So, files. Really only need this little guy, I think. Definitely don't need you, you, or you. I think these will work out just fine. So we're going to print this into, we need to make a new filament for this printer. Oh, it froze. There we go. Okay, let's cancel that. So filament. So we're going to do this at 230, 230, 90. Or no, we can do 80. 80 and 80 for PETG. Cooling. Do min 10%, max 50%. Let's go ahead and just save this as PETG. And then let's just do like 9. Yeah, we'll just do 9 of those. And then what does the slice and dice look like? It's pretty much solid. There's like almost no infill. And those bridges will be very easy for the printer to do. Yeah, I think these will work. I can just mount these up there and then zip tie the cable to it. I think that's going to be the way to go, because instead of trying to make those rounded ones, I think that'll just be easier. First layer is good. Okay. So let's just fire this. 3 megs, it's a big file. So yeah, we'll fire that over to the Mark III, let that run. I don't want to buy something. That's the whole thing. I don't want to buy anything. I hate spending money on things when I can be able to make things myself. And it's just a USB cable. It's underneath fascia. So, or is that fascia? The roof comes down and then goes under and then comes back. It's under there is where it's mounted. So it's really just to keep the cable up out of the way. I just think the weather and like heat will make the stickies come off the wall, like these, but with the sticky pad on them. So I'm just going to screw them on. Should work okay. So I need a wand wall stand. Probably going to print it in black. It's just hard. I mean, it also need to be a single. I don't want it to be for like 10 wands, which I've seen a couple of them for that. I don't want any of that. Done uploading yet? It's done uploading. Let's make sure that's printing. Yep, heating up the bed to the proper temp now. So, I mean, I'm probably going to end up having to design this one. Unless I can really find something that I like. But I just doubt I will. Like, these are all right, like, but they're for like on a desk. I don't want it on a desk. Soffit, that's what it is. That's my brother. Thank you, a soffit. That's what it's called. Still not seeing anything I like here. There's a lot of cool ones for the, hello, can't read your name, sorry. There's a lot of cool ones for the desk. And like, see, this is kind of cool for like a whole bunch of different ones, but like, I got one. And there's this guy. Oh, here's one. Super fun anymore. It's kind of cool with the details on it. That might be all right. Could always edit that and put the Ravenclaw sigil on there. Logo, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you want to call it sigil or logo. See if we can find it. Let's just search Ravenclaw, see what comes up. Yeah, like putting that on there might be all right. Combining the two different things. Maybe we'll keep it as Harry Potter because she's got the Ravenclaw Lego art piece, which isn't too bad. Let's download this. I need that. Those, get rid of those, get rid of that guy. What's the difference between these two here? Short and a long. Oh, I don't want the long. Let's go ahead and fix that. It's got this keyed piece. Why does it have that key piece? What does it say? Go away. Go away. On. This remixed from something? Oh, someone made a Hufflepuff one. Look at that. Oh, it's remixed from this guy here. Oh, you do that single command strip, then it's supposed to just slide onto that. Interesting, okay. Although doing the multicolor, I don't like that. I like that a lot. I didn't really think about that, honestly. That's pretty cool. I like the multicolor. So I don't want that. I want this. So you need to lay down on the face here. And if we go ahead and this would be, I don't know what we're gonna do this on. Yeah, I could put a hole through this and then screw that on. I do like the idea of the command strip, though. I don't have to put another hole in the wall. I don't have to patch the holes anyways, so I think I'm going to wait on figuring out that part. I'm going to get this guy printed first, because this is going to take a hot second. I guess got to figure out colors. That burgundy and red wasn't too bad looking. But Hufflepuff is a blue, isn't it? Oh, yellow and black is Hufflepuff. No, I'm not. Why am I doing Hufflepuff? Ravenclaw. Blue and bronze. Do I have a decent dark blue? That's the question. I have this like gold silk PLA that from Jo that might be all right. I could use this for the handles and the seal. I need like a deep blue. I have, what do I have? Where's my little ghetto stool? So that, a deep blue PETG. I need the deep blue PETG. I have a Paramount darker blue that might be all right. The Soltex light blue is too light. What's this guy? Oh, this is more that color changing crap. Got a pretty deep blue from Paramount. This might be all right. Had this for a while. Isn't this the Autobot blue, I think? I think we'll go with this. So we'll do this blue with the gold on the top there. And this really needs dried. So put all of this down here for future drying sessions, because I've got the dryer. It only holds 4 spools. I wish it held more, but it does not. These are coming along okay, which is good. Okay, so those are good, and that's good. Just can't print any of it yet. I need to unload this blue ABS so that I can print it on another printer. Computer, turn on Metroplex lights. There we go. I think that'll work out all right. This bronze that I'm getting rid of, there's barely anything on that spool. That's not going to work out. Yeah, that gold will be better. I think that will be better. Plug my batteries in. Like that. Okay. Still need to figure out what printer I'm going to move to print that on. If I'm going to do some more multicolor stuff, I can't do it on there. I've never put any of the other printers in any type of enclosed space. We could do it on the Legacy, because that's all ABS. That might be what we try to do, to print those ABS parts. I'm going to do a quick battery swap on a kid toy here real quick. Oh, C batteries. Even kid toys have C batteries. Like, why? I don't know if I have any of those or not. And I need 3 at that. I've got 1, 2, and that is it. We're gonna mix in one of these older ones. See if we can get it working for now. Yep, turns on. I need to add C batteries to the Amazon list. Kid register. Goodbye. Okay, well that's done. They can leave me alone about that now. Getting light on batteries. I need to order some soon. Keep my battery bin, but I've got I 3D printed the battery holder a long time ago that I keep on my desk for AA's and AAA's. And that's just, it's nice because that's my kids just know that's where they need to go to get stuff. You're making a very odd noise. Okay, I need to go to Teletron. Where are you at? Let's just get rid of all that. There you are. Metroplex. So again, go into, the printer does have a LCD on it, but I use Metroplex for everything, or I use Clipper on all of my custom printers now, or any ones that I've rebuilt recently. So just get that heated up, and then we'll just turn the bed off, because I don't really care about that. No, I don't want to do that. I do want to check, or we need updates on this printer. Check for updates. I thought there was a new version of Fluid that just came out recently. It's been a little while since I updated the printers. Think about it. Just need to get that ABS pulled out of there. Computer, turn off Metroplex lights. Computer, stop. Computer, turn off Metroplex lights. Yep, that is definitely the lights that are not sounding great. No, don't do that. Dang it. There we go. I think the power supply on for these lights is not doing well. I don't know if this is going to be enough filament. Might need to throw some more into the cart because I have enough white, that's for sure. But that blue, I don't know if I have enough for reprinting a lot of the 0.2 parts. What am I going to print this on? I'm going to print those parts on there. Why don't we print this on Optimus? Optimus prints really well. So, Change our printer to Clipper Optimus Prime. Discard all that. And then just double check my filament settings. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do 0.1. Why not? That's a very detailed logo there. So let's add a color change there. Perfect. So that would be our color change there. For the bottom though, I should be able to bridge that without a problem. I don't think I need to worry about that. That'll take, let's slice that. How long is this going to take? 9 hours at 0.1. We've got a question in from Grant. What's your opinion on the Voron Trident versus the 2.4 build? Having built neither of them, I'm not 100% sure. I've seen people say that the Trident is the more budget-friendly of the two, but the Trident still has a moving bed, where the 2.4 does not, unless I'm quoting those wrong. Don't do that. I mean, I like the 2.4. I've always wanted to build one because the fact that it has a stationary build plate is very appealing to me. That's why I've always wanted to build one of those. But yeah, I couldn't really talk about the differences between the two because I don't know well enough. I've never tried to make either one of them yet. I've looked at them, but again, I'm not the end-all be-all on those. The 2.4 is quad gantry leveling, where the Trident is 3 tri-level tri-gantry. They both work with clicky probe. Yeah, I couldn't say why one's better, except for the 2.4 has that stable build plate. They're both great builds. They look like great builds. I've seen people do some pretty crazy things with them. But yeah, the only thing that I would say if I had to choose one, it would be the 2.4 because of that stable build plate. Just something different than I have. Everything I have, the build plate moves. Whether it's a Cartesian and it's moving in the Y direction, whether it's a Core XY and it's moving in the Z direction, yeah, everything I have, the build plate moves. It would be cool to have something that didn't. But then again, I think you have to worry about on the 2.4, you have to worry a lot about the belts because of the weight that they're holding. But yeah. Good question, though. I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd pick the 2.4. Eddie was trying to get me to convert my FT5 into the FTV, which was the Folger Tech Trident variant. So basically it took like parts of the Trident and put it into the already existing exoskeleton of the FT5. And I decided not to go that route because I didn't want to do Such a big rebuild on that machine. So Kyle says, I have a 2.4 and I use it more than my Railcore 2 now. Railcores, I totally forgot about those. Those were like the big thing a while ago. I haven't seen anybody post anything about Railcores. It's all Bamboo right now, and the onslaught of Prusa and the Mark IV and things like that. Haven't seen anything on Railcore. Probably 2 years at least. Maybe 3 years since I've seen anything about a Railcore. I was just going to look at something. Oh, that's what I was going to. I need to go ahead and heaters off. I'm going to tell that printer to cool down. I mean, the Railcore was cool when it came out because it was like the Gucci Core XY, you know, and it was because the Railcore is a traditional Core XY. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's more like the V1.8 or Hypercube. Like, I mean, obviously the kinematics are the same at least. The hardware they used and how they do linear rails, things like that is different, but it's still a standard Core XY with a moving Z bed, right, on the Railcore? But you said Railcore 2. I don't even remember what the Railcore 2 is. I don't think I'm familiar with that. Yeah, it moved. Yeah, the bed moves just like everything else does. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Aren't they like crazy expensive too? Because when they came out for like 1,500. Yeah, so this is $1,700. It looks cool. And it's rotated 90 degrees, which is also interesting. So instead of being 1, 2, and then the third axis in the back, or for you guys it'd be here and then here, it's 90 degrees. So you got 2 on one side and then 1 over here, and then you dock and everything on that side. It's very different. Well, wait, Railcores can get up in price. So the like if you look here on Philistrators, like if you do, you know, the LDO rails, bring your own, okay, you can make it cheaper, or Mussini's hot end, you can go with a slice. Electronics, you can bring your own. Do it Wi-Fi with that. Display, you could do a panel 7i. You could do a magnetic bed. You can do for your power. And it's $2,500. Adds up really quick. Yeah, you definitely could. I mean, because you could take that off. I've got my own. Bring your own hot end. Bring your own rails. I don't need a display. Bring your own bed. 120 is fine. Get all the way down to $1,200. So you can save almost $500 by if you already have some hardware to do it with. Also, the Railcore is the first time I saw it. Doesn't have the push and pull extruder setup where you've got one extruder that is pushing the filament like it is a Bowden, but then you have a direct drive motor there that's also pulling. Isn't the Railcore the one that has that? I remember someone talking about that a very long time ago. Because it has like 12 motors. No, it has like 2, 5, 6. It's like 7 motors. So you can do dual direct or dual with one Bowden and one direct. Okay. Yeah. So it's 7 motors on that thing. So you've got to have the crazy big duet board, or you have to have one with an expansion board, or people have done it with, I mean, using Clipper, just put in 2, 1.3, 1.4s, SKRs, and go that route too. But yeah, it's definitely one of the more Gucci printers. If you really like tinkering, building, upgrading a certain printer, that's definitely it. It's a very interesting setup. I remember when someone first talked about how many motors it had, I was like, no, like there's no boards support that many extruder or that many motors. But yeah, there are some out there that do it, and it's printers like that actually utilize that. But yeah, when you start doing that quad level or tri-level gantry leveling, you need a lot of motors to do that, and you need sometimes, again, you need 2 main boards to be able to make that work. This guy's still chugging along. Are you on? You are on. System restart. Let's go ahead and get that printer warmed up. 713 Maker is still around. Okay, I was just talking about them. The video that's going out on Monday, upgrading the FT5. I was just talking. I didn't know if 713 Maker was still building stuff for 3D printers. Was not sure about that at all. Oh, we're going to tell Metroplex to update right now. Some OS updates. 713 Maker. Let's take a look at their site, because it's been a while since I've looked at their stuff. Rat rig stuff. Railcore. So let's see. So we got some FT5 stuff on here still. Some of it in stock, some out of stock. Yeah, this is the one thing when he did the FT5 single Z, the dual Z was not a thing in Marlin back then. So this was cool back then, but it's kind of wasteful now. So what else do they got? So I've got FT6 stuff still for like the 5 people that own one. Railcore. To get on speed. Oh yeah. High temperature bolt-on Z-axis. Oh yeah, it does have lots of parts for it. Lots of them are in stock too. Oh wow, he's got pages worth of it. 41 items. Yeah, so he's still got quite a bit on there. Discontinued items. That's it. The Rostock. Oh man, that's an old printer. Yeah, I guess he's still doing pretty good with all that. I know 3D printing was his. What was his name? Was it Matt? I talked to him a long time ago. But this is not his main gig. This is like what he does on the side. Because I remember when the FT5 was kind of losing popularity and less people were buying it, and Folger Tech kind of wasn't selling them anymore. It became more of a boutique item, and he probably only has the stock here, or you probably have to ask him to do a run. But he does all of these on the side. I think it was regular business. This is just like a side hustle. This is what it used to be. It could be bigger now. This was probably 6 years ago that I talked to him, at least. Let's go here to Optimus Prime and get that roll filament out of there. Come on. There we go. Preset, PLA. Make it so. Yeah, these guys, this will be done at, it says 8:16 p.m., but it's got 54 minutes remaining. So I'm guessing the clock time on my Prusa is wrong, because it's 8:15 now. But it has 54 minutes left. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Don't think I have anything else to kind of go over today. I'm just going to get these parts printed, and tomorrow I get them mounted. Go take care of that cable tomorrow. Monday's a holiday, so try to get some more stuff done then. I'm going to try to get rid of this printer. This is the JG Aurora one. And then I'll probably move the Legacy under the table and then kind of cover that table so that it can get warmed under there and be able to print the ABS parts. Again, I just don't have enough filament to really put a lot of faith into the FT5, and the way that some of those parts were coming out, I'm very not happy with the way the fit is on them. So, I mean, it prints great, but for being dimensionally accurate for the way that those V0 parts need to fit together so tightly and precisely, I just can't put any money on it printing like that. So we'll switch out. We'll get the other one going. I'm going to try to do some cleaning tomorrow too. I've got to get my office in order. But yeah, but I think I'm going to call it there. I need a snack. I don't feel like pausing and going out, and I'm almost out of drink. I am out of a drink. And I'm tired today. So you guys will see a video on Monday come out. And I'm going to try to get some other things recorded in the near future, but I don't know how much it's going to work with between work and end of school year, because a lot of things coming up. Again, I do want to make sure that I get the V0.2 fully printed and ready. So come June, when they leave to go on vacation, I have 3 weeks here to kind of get that done. I can do long live streams on the weekends. I can work in the evenings more because I won't have, 5 kids to take care of. But yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm going to sign off there. Thank you all for joining in. Thanks for the questions too. I like sitting here and talking about random things with you guys. It's good fun to kind of just get the mind rolling on different things. So I enjoy it. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to help me out, there's links down below. Check any of those out. I need to add the PCBWay link down there too, because I got a deal going with them now. So I'll put a link for that down there as well. Enjoy the video on Monday, and I'll be back next weekend. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't have any camping anything coming up, so I'll be back next weekend, and we'll talk more about 3D printing then. So thank you all for joining in. Happy printing, and I'll talk to y'all next time.